And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
And we just heard Pterodactyl King, We Are the Fearless, and Desona, the song Odium. Sorry, your season yells again. It just threw me off. Off the upcoming January 15th album, Paleo Pneumatic. Whew. Also, check out their write-up of the album by Revolver Magazine online right now. That's pretty sweet. I am Luke O'Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Sitting next to me is Dirty Dickin'
No.
D.
The chin hair of knowledge.
The chin hair of knowledge. Sorry, I'm still trying to remember. The chin hair of knowledge, not Dirty Dickin' D.
Hi.
Dirty Dick and D, that's what you want to call my little brother.
Yeah. Look at
Gross.
that. Just Dirty Dickin'. Did Dirty Dickin' all day. And tonight.
Don't worry, I'll beat him for you, Derek, later. You don't have to worry.
And tonight we are joined with Age of Aries. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Nice
And
to meet you.
why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and who's missing tonight?
I'm TJ. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Snoop. I'm the guitarist.
And we are missing Nick, the bassist, and Tim, the drummer.
Snoop-a-loop.
That's what everyone says.
It's a pretty sweet name.
Thank you.
His mother and father named him that from birth. We already talked about this. It's on his birth certificate.
Yep.
Perfect.
Well, you guys, where'd you guys come in from?
We're out of DeKalb.
All right, rock and roll, rock and roll.
That's a drive. Thank you guys for driving all that way. Winter sucks, so
Yeah, it's our
Yeah.
pleasure.
it's even,
Especially
even
there.
worse. And we've been trying to get you on for quite a while. There's a lot that's happened in the couple of years that we've been trying to get you on. So let's start.
Did you
with,
say couple of years?
Yeah, we've.
It's been a couple of
rescheduled-
years?
Yes.
We've been
Holy
rescheduling
shit.
with them for 2 years, trying to get them on. Because one of them got rescheduled because you guys did a European tour.
That is correct.
What?
So let's start there. 'cause
No,
that's-
let's start at the beginning of the band. Let's get the whole backstory, and we're gonna work up to that. You don't just jump right into
I
that.
want to start with the tour.
All right,
Fine.
let's get the backstory of the band, how we formed, and then we'll go into.
All right. Well, basically, we were all going to school at NIU, college. We all just met up through a common person we knew, AJ. He's no longer with us, but since then we've just synergized with the right people and made the right things happen.
All right, what year was that?
That was back in
Fall of 2012.
Yeah.
2000. Okay, so you guys been around for a couple of years now.
a few
Yeah.
years.
All right. So then, since then, you said this lineup has changed a little bit, or?
Yeah, quite a few. When you're starting up, you
Oh,
always
yeah.
go through a few members. So people
Rock and
come in
roll.
Come out.
How long has the lineup that you guys are at right now? How long has that been? The lineup.
Probably like a year and a half, I guess, ever since Nick joined.
All right, rock and roll. So since you guys joined, what music have you guys put out? What albums, CDs, demos?
Right now, we only have this one EP, our first EP. We have a lot of new stuff, though.
Yeah.
We're very excited about. We've really progressed since then.
We had a few little demos and stuff before then, but they all kind of led up to this. This is
It's our pride and
our
joy.
baby.
All right. So where was this? What's this called? It's called Relic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where was this recorded?
We did it with our guy Spencer Morris. So
My
he's got
guy.
a studio in Chicago. Yeah, he hooked it up. He's really good. So
All right, rock and roll. When was this recorded?
last spring, I think we finished it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then this A on the is this actual like wax or is this like a plastic?
Talk about what you're seeing.
Okay, so the back of the CD
It's called a seal.
has got a seal on it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Is this wax or is this just like a?
I don't know. We were going for wax. but-
Yeah, we were gonna go for wax,
Yeah.
but if someone went to open it, it'd be crumbly and just ruined. So.
Yeah.
So this is like a plastic thing.
Yep.
All right, cool. I've never.
Tell us a little bit about your logo. You're going for the ancient feel. So this is a helmet of some sort.
Of some sort.
Well, the helmet is representative of like the Greek times where Age of Aries is Greek god of war. So that's kind of like just a classic Greek helmet, just a symbol for war.
And how about the name Age of Aries? How did you guys come up with that?
We don't even really remember, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like you said, it's the god of war, but I feel like you can interpret that in any way you'd like. We don't really try to stick too much to that. It's kind of up for interpretation. So, unless you have more to say about it, but
No, I like that.
yeah,
Aries is what then?
Aries is the Greek god of war.
Ares is
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay. Because there's so many different spellings of that.
Yeah, with the eye, it's the tied to the
zodiac.
Chinese zodiac and times of year and how to corresponds with different personality types and all that sort of stuff.
You know
so.
all that?
They
I
have
do.
to
He
know
does.
all that.
Hey, it's you guys. If you guys are ever looking for a different style of music, just throw a different letter.
Just
in.
Throw
different
an eye in
letter.
there,
and-
You
yeah.
guys could be like Zodiac Metal.
We're a whole new
Yeah,
band.
That's our backup plan.
So what would you describe the sound as?
Groove metal would probably be the best way to say it simply. So just a lot of groovy riffs and groovy drums and just brutality.
Okay, rock and roll. Well, why don't we go ahead and play a track off the CD? What do you want to start with?
I'd start with Relic. It's
Yeah.
title track. It hits hard.
The titular track.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Perfect. Well, here it is. Age of Aries. Relic off the Relic EP.
Yep.
Correct.
Boom. Let's.
This is Frankie from The Bloodline, and you are listening to The Metal Experience. Metal.
And we're back. I am Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze and my little brother, the Chin Hair of Knowledge. Who knew he was smarter than me when it came to metal? Not me. And we are here with new friends, Age of Aries, and we just heard the self-titled track Relic off the Relic EP. Very
Boom.
exciting stuff. When did you guys release this album?
Last spring.
Last
really.
spring? Nice. So still fresh.
Yeah.
What is Relic about?
Lyrically,
Do you know the story?
um,
It's a whole
Yeah.
conundrum there. Basically, it's. I wrote it so it was like, or we wrote it, I should say, so that people can take out of it what it means to them. Like if they read the lyrics and they find something that they really appreciate about it, if it speaks to them in some way, then they can do it. Like I have my own personal attachments to it, but I really want it to be a little more vague and a little more metaphorical, so that people can relate to it.
All right. Well, what is your take on it?
My take, well, each song is a little different, but I would say the overall theme would be more like overcoming adversity kind of stuff.
All right. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Woo.
Is that all you got tonight? Is rock and roll, rock and roll?
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a little drunk.
Already?
No, I'm working on it.
8:30. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm here to party.
Jesus. Tell us a little bit about the recording process that you guys go through when you write your music.
When we write it or when we record it? Those
Well,
are two
both.
different things.
Some people
Yeah,
write as they
Morgan,
record.
come on.
I don't know.
Is that what you got tonight? Is that what you got tonight? Shit.
Well, when it comes to recording, we pretty much have everything written by then. We're not really the type of band who gets into a studio and writes then. But when the actual writing, we usually comes from jams primarily. The first half of our practice is just improvisation. We just all play together and kind of build some chemistry and feel it out. And a lot of what becomes songs and riffs and stuff are actually taken from those jams, and they just come to us in the moment, which is cool. So, and eventually we just kind of take the pieces and parts that we like and put them together, and eventually it becomes a song. So.
Boom.
And so far, just the EP has 5 songs on it. How many songs do you have in total?
Quite a few more. We have just wrote a couple more recently that we're really, really happy with. Probably the coolest stuff we've ever written, in our opinion. Ever. But I don't know. We have a few handfuls. I don't
I'd
know.
say
It's
around
hard to
12,
say. Yeah.
12 to 15.
Yeah. We have a lot of pieces of songs and ideas of songs and old songs and new songs.
Okay.
Songs?
So then I know Morgan wants to talk about this so much.
I want to know.
Morgan, ask him. Ask away.
So your European tour,
Axel Rose away.
how did that come about? And tell us all the juicy details and how you...
We want the dirty stuff.
Yes.
We want the crust punk stuff.
We can't tell you everything, but basically we hooked up with Peter from the band Blood Soaked and Bruce Stein, touring company out in Europe. We got in with them and kind of they planned the whole thing out, and we just kind of got onto the tour just knowing the right people. Actually, our friends in the band Hate Storm Annihilation.
Nice.
I know those guys.
You guys know? Yeah.
Well, they're awesome.
So
They've been on the show?
Craig and Constantine are incredible, and they kind of helped us get a leg up to get in there because they were on it the year before.
It seems like every other month they're like, yeah, we're going to Europe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, sweet.
Yeah.
Safe travels.
Yeah, they do some crazy stuff. Craig is a mastermind when it comes to marketing and
He's a beast.
yeah. He's been all over the place just promoting himself. He's in what's the school he's in right now?
Berkeley.
Berkeley, yeah.
I just
Got
saw a
to jam
picture of him
Steve
with
Vai.
a bunch of kids.
Yeah, he did some like
Guitar teacher thing for a bunch of
teaching,
kids. Listen, kids, this is how you bang your head.
Yeah.
And then play some crazy stuff. I don't know, that guy's crazy.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah,
and
he
actually,
is.
we went on tour with them directly after the European tour across the U.S. with them and Master.
Oh, nice.
So we got the beanie.
Yeah. So what did you learn from touring?
Wait, how? So
Well,
when
yeah.
did the tour in Europe take place?
It was April of
Would have been 2013.
Yeah.
Okay.
So were you guys opening for Blood Soaked?
Yes.
That guy's a good guy.
And you said
Yeah.
you were with Hate Storm Annihilation also, or they just?
No, they
weren't
went the
there
year
that year.
before.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They just kind of like, hey, this is do this, that, and the other.
Yeah, it was a lot of the same venues, but I think a couple different ones, and they opened the year before us. So
All right,
That's a good
sweet.
place.
So how long was that tour?
the
About
European
2
one was
weeks.
10 days. Yeah,
12 days.
I think it was 10 shows,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had a couple days after to kind of hang out in Berlin, which was awesome.
That
And then
sounds sweet.
we had
Oh,
like
yeah.
maybe a week before the American tour with Master, something like that, and that was a
Okay.
bit longer.
So when you guys were in Europe, what towns did you guys play?
We hit a few stops in Germany. Berlin was the first night.
Yeah.
We hit a couple. We hit one in Amsterdam, which was a lot of fun. Paris,
2 in
a lot of
Amsterdam
fun.
because we went to, or no, 2 in the Netherlands.
2 in the Netherlands.
One was Amsterdam.
One was in
yeah.
Amsterdam. That's crazy place.
Yeah,
It was just,
I've heard some things.
Oh, yeah.
It's everything you've heard.
Yes, exactly. And really, all across Europe was great. Everyone was so friendly, super nice. Like honestly, the scene was huge there. Even like the show we played in Paris is just this little underground venue. It was real small, but that place was packed. It was insane. Everybody was going nuts.
It was really cool to see people who were super stoked to see a band that they'd never heard of coming from another country just to play metal. It was really awesome.
Those Europeans love the metal,
Yeah, it
and
was
we
way different
love
than
them.
America for sure.
Oh yeah, I've heard some things.
What was
Yeah,
your
it's
favorite
cool.
night in Europe to play?
To play, there was a little we call it the Red Room. I think it was in, I don't know, it was Poland or Germany.
I think it was
Talking about
Poland.
that? Yeah, and it was just this really cool dark red, like velvety looking room that was just packed with people just going nuts for a bunch of metal. It was just really cool. I really liked being in Paris, though. Paris was cool. And during the day, it was kind of weird because everyone was just shopping and people were kind of rude and there's no toilet seats and stuff.
There's
Wait,
there's
what?
no toilet seats?
Not at any
In
bathrooms
certain
we
places.
went to. There was like
Yeah.
there's like a weird co-ed bathroom system and there was no toilet seats and it was weird, but
How do you?
It was cool.
You just gotta hover?
I don't
we,
know what they
I
did.
think
Someone
so, but we
stole.
ran and found a McDonald's.
Yeah.
so-
Okay.
Yeah, I personally had to try the chicken nuggets just to see if they compared,
And
and they did.
all right.
Dead on. They had different
Fast
different
food is
sauces
better in
though.
Europe. I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw that out there
all
right
the
now.
food is better, especially Paris. Paris had the best
Yeah?
by far. Yeah.
But no toilet seats.
No toilet
Yeah,
seats.
it's
So
a
give or
trade-off.
take.
You know.
When in doubt, find a Mickey D's though,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you're
Good
to
set.
go.
Yeah, get a few nuggets in you, and you know.
That's so weird.
And then release some nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's so weird. They're like toilet seats. Nah, we don't need them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Bizarre.
But was that you guys like first time over in Europe?
Yes.
yes.
Just ever first time
Ever.
Yeah.
for all of you guys.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I think only.
was a blast.
I think some of us hadn't even left the country before. I don't know. I'd been to Haiti and Canada, but
Haiti.
yeah.
All right. Again, today we're going to Haiti.
I have my parents adopted a bunch of kids from there, so I went to visit them.
That's pretty sweet.
It's cool. It's a cool country though. It's poor, but it's awesome still. Anywhere,
Rock and roll.
tropical islands are just badass.
So comparing the European tour to the American tour, what were the differences? The hardest part and your favorite part? 3-part question. Think about it.
Well, I would say one of the biggest differences was the people in Europe were way more friendly. Everyone wanted to hang out with us after the show. They bought us drinks, everything. We were treated like rock stars over there. It was
Nice.
It was insane. In America, like there was still a lot of cool people, but it was very much more on an individual basis than it was just like the entire venue wanted to get to know you.
I feel like they. So you're saying they might have just been more timid to kind of.
Yeah, very possible. And also, in Europe, I feel like metal is metal, and in America, there's a lot of subgenres. Like we were on a death metal tour. We were with Hate Storm, Annihilation, and Master, and we're not quite as heavy as that. So I feel like there might have been some disconnect there. Like we still had a ton of fun. There was still a lot of great people that came up to us afterwards and congratulated us and everything. But I feel like there might have been more of a disconnect because of the genre issue than there was in Europe.
All right. Because I feel like that sometimes too. When we go to shows and we've met a lot of people from doing this show, and I'm just like, I just feel like a dork. Like, hey, how's it going? I don't know. That's why I'm like, Morgan, go talk to them. They're fucking awesome. Go tell them we need to get them on the show. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Woo.
Well, let's hear a second track off the EP. Since we have still 4 more songs to go, what is the next song you want to play?
Ooh, decisions.
You could probably just go in order of the EP. I don't know how many songs you're looking to play.
We'll play them all.
Play 'em all?
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
just go in order then.
So the next one is Crucible.
Crucible.
No, it's not.
Number 2?
No.
Oh, no, it's not. That's number 3. See, I saw it and I thought 2. Okay, mine isn't open. It's
Reverie.
I can't. What is
You
it?
can't pronounce it.
Reverie.
Reverie.
I can't see the whole thing.
Take it out of the
You gotta
envelope.
undo the seal.
Here.
I don't want to break the seal. It's so sweet.
I didn't break the seal when I opened it.
Gotta get an X-ray or something.
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna play the song.
Perfect.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, this is Rosie.
And I'm Brian from False Hope Fades.
And you're listening to The Metal Experience.
Hello again.
Woo! And we just heard Age of Aries. And what was that song called?
Reverie.
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 What does reverie mean?
I think by definition it's a flash of light.
Ooh.
If I recall.
So to speak.
Yeah.
It's a flash of light?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. I did not know that's a new word for me.
Yeah, start using it.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you see that reverie?
You're like, wait, what'd you just say? I'm like, reverie, man. You don't know what that is? Fucking dummies. I'm going to use that all the time. I'm going to write that word down, actually. Give me a pen.
It's on the sheet right now. You're looking at it.
All I have is a beer cap.
Well, that's
Etch
not
it
going to
into
help
the
you.
table so you don't forget.
I got a knife. You want to carve it?
What do I have? I just have a beer cap in my pocket. That's it. Nothing else. No money. No nothing. Just beer cap.
You could carve it into your
I'm
arm.
broke. Here, I payment to beer cap.
You could carve it into your arm. Reverie.
Listen, I'm not gonna get that crazy with it.
Gross.
All right.
So the
Oh, my
new music
goodness.
that you guys are working on, are you planning on recording anytime soon to release that new music?
Probably. We've been talking about it. We're trying to decide if we want to do another EP or if we want to maybe do more of a full-length album type of deal. I don't know. I guess we're still in the process of deciding.
We're talking
that.
to Spencer about it, trying to
Yeah.
get something planned out, but nothing's in stone yet.
So would the recording be with the same guy who recorded the CP?
Correct.
Yeah.
And where'd you say he was out of?
He's out of Chicago.
Okay.
So when you guys record with them, are you staying the weekend down there since you have to drive such a distance, or is it?
One of the really cool things about Spencer is for a majority of the instrumental recordings, he actually comes to us. He brings
Oh,
all of
really?
his stuff
What?
out.
Yeah, he has a
and
mobile studio. It's
yeah.
really badass.
It's
What?
super cool
That
and
is,
very convenient.
Yeah, like, hey, man, I'll be home at like 6 o'clock. Meet me at my house.
yeah,
Right?
that's
He-
exactly how it is.
Yeah, he goes around and he sets up the whatever room we choose, and he goes around like claps, checks the audio of the room, the acoustics, and he sets stuff up and
Give this
just
guy a
gets it
plug.
done.
How do you find him on Facebook or
Uh,
anywhere?
I think it's just Spencer Morris should do it.
All right, Spencer Morris.
And do you guys then record your drums live? Or is that
Yeah, he puts a whole bunch of mics and stuff around the drum set, on the individual drums themselves, and there's a few above cymbal mics and stuff, and then he does.
nice?
But we, for the most part, I think we use our own drum sound. There's a little bit of sampling that goes into making it all sound smooth and everything. But
So then the whole entire CD was recorded on location wherever you guys were.
the majority of it, yeah, vocals we do it. He has his own little studio too that
Okay,
we went to,
okay.
and then a little bit more the finishing touches and little guitar stuff. But for the
That's-
most part, he comes to you.
That's sweet though.
Yeah, it's
really
awesome.
nice.
And it's so convenient. Like, I don't have to
Yeah.
leave home. They're coming over, and yeah.
Yeah. Yep, and he just stays the weekend. We eat tons of Chipotle. It's great.
I have never, we've done the show for a long time now, and I've never heard of someone recording process like that. That is sweet. Is it just with you guys, or does he do this for other bands also?
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure.
So he may be like, he may be getting hit up like, hey man, I heard you're coming to my house and record me. He's like, whoa, what?
Whoa. No, I'm sure if you talk to the guy, you might be able to get something worked out. But
I'm gonna need you over tomorrow.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, he could literally travel the states and do that full time and help bands out everywhere if he
Yeah,
really
I mean, I
wanted
think
to.
that's kind of what he does for the most part.
Room and board and
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Pay the
awesome.
guy enough
Chipotle?
money, I'm
Yeah.
sure he'll do it.
Room
Yeah.
for Chipotle.
room and board,
New goal
Chipotle,
in
and
life: be a traveling recording artist,
recording producer.
I need to do.
That's
this.
what they're considered, producer, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, Derek.
Derek was raising his hand
Yeah.
to ask you a question. What do you want?
Okay.
Yeah, you want me to go fight them? I'll go fight those kids right now. Oh my god, I'll
They
fucking
look
arm
pretty
wrestle
vicious.
you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I will arm wrestle those kids.
I was gonna say, because you said you guys eat a lot of Chipotle when you're recording. Are
Yeah.
you still gonna eat Chipotle now that they had the whole little like breakout?
Yeah,
of-
probably. We were actually
Yeah.
talking about it like on the way here.
Yeah.
There's one down the street.
It
so-
wouldn't slow me down.
No,
I'll take that risk.
Yeah. I
for
mean,
delicious tacos.
great
I'm down.
risk equals great reward.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
A man once said that.
once.
Just
Well,
now.
Just now. Well, we got a little segment, the chin hair of knowledge. Okay, I'm gonna have to write that down.
Still need to work on a sweeper for it. We're working
Yeah.
it in.
You just need a straight yeah, and then have it.
We'll work on it.
dirty D's
No.
with dirty dozen dickin'.
That's not happening.
Something crazy like that. I'll throw it in. It'll be crazy, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I hate that." And I'm gonna be like, "Oh man, sorry, I don't know what happened. We'll get a new one next week."
And then it'll be the same
It'll
thing.
be the same thing. But so this new segment we started up with Derek is he's got more knowledge of these crazy genres and crazy bands that my mother is probably terrified of. Your mother also should be terrified of. But he's going to give us a little insight, some little news, and we're also going to be playing a track maybe? Yeah? No? Yeah?
Yeah.
Every week we'll be playing a track of some crazy genre. I don't know. You tell me. So, Derek, why don't you go ahead and take it away? You got this whole page printed up. 2 pages. What you got,
Pages.
brother?
Okay. Well, do you want me to start with the news or do you want me to start with the band?
Whatever
start with the
whatever you
news.
want to do.
I'll take a vote. What do you guys want?
News.
Start with the band.
Oh, shit.
News, band,
Let's do the news.
news. Okay. I'm
Snooze.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's gonna be the news. All right. I'm gonna start off with some good old tour news.
Okay, tour news. What do you got?
Behemoth is coming. They're touring the U.S. with I don't know how to pronounce this band, but it's
What? There's a band out there you don't know how to pronounce?
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit. What is it?
Myrkur. It's Myrkur. I think it's a
Wait.
one
M? Let me see.
Myrkur.
thumb on it. Mirker. Like Mirker.
Yeah.
Miker.
But, yeah, but Behemoth will be playing a Satanist in its entirety.
Okay.
The tour starts April 21st in Philly. It ends May 7th in Santa Ana, California.
Quick question for you. What did you think of the Satanist album?
I actually don't listen to Behemoth at all.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, I have a funny little story about that. I'm gonna
Briefly interrupt.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I have the Satanist on CD and vinyl, and I don't really even like the album.
Eh.
And everyone was like, "Oh, the Satanist." Do you guys listen to Behemoth?
Not really. Is the Satanist their latest one?
Yeah.
Their
I
most
heard a little
recent.
bit of it,
Possibly
yeah.
their
And everyone was
last,
like,
I don't
everyone was
know.
like,
Okay.
"Oh man, the Satanist is so good." And I listened to it, and I'm like, "The fuck are these idiots talking about? This album's meh." You know?
I thought the lyrics were cool. I was reading through them at one point. Our buddy had the CD, and I was like, "This is some pretty cool stuff." But
That all right, lad. That I won't. That is always sweet. In
Yeah.
every
Album.
CD,
Yeah.
they have the lyrics and then the little story behind how he wrote the lyrics,
Which I like. It's definitely
which
different.
is yeah.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
seen a band put that in there, so it's kind of like, oh shit.
it's
kinda-
really poetic. That's why
Yeah.
I liked it. It's cool.
It's like, oh, and then Satan raped everything. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
You just got some knowledge. Yeah, I don't
knowledge.
know. But they're
All right, so if anyone else, because I know a lot of people do like Satanists, I just personally wasn't sold on that album. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
But
like all the other stuff. I was like, man,
I
man.
do like Demigod though.
It was
Demigod
like
was a good album.
Demigod's amazing.
And even Anti-Christian Phenomenon was a pretty good EP.
I don't know if I have that.
Ooh.
It had the David Bowie "Hello Space Boy." It had a Venom cover, and it also had.
Did it have live tracks on it?
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, but it had like.
Did it had Christians to the Lions
Yeah, I
live?
believe so.
I have an illegal copy of that downloaded.
It's pretty good. I really like the song "Anti-Christian Phenomenon." So.
Doesn't it also have a Danzig cover on it?
No, I think the Danzig one was later on.
I don't
definitely know they had the Hello Space Boy. No, it was Morbid Angel. It was David Bowie, Morbid Angel, and a Venom cover.
Keep going, Dick.
I don't
Okay.
know. They don't know.
But they're coming through Chicago April 29th at Thalia Hall, which I've never been to.
Where's that at?
Someplace in
I-
Chicago.
Don't even
Okay.
know that either.
All right.
I've only known only one or two bands that
Who is
have
this?
played there. Behemoth,
I saw Behemoth for free at Bottom Lounge. I just want to throw that out there.
many moons ago.
Nice.
Someone was like, "Hey, I can't go to the show. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "For free." I'm like, "Yes."
nice.
Then yeah, definitely. That was it. I'm sorry. I went
All
to see
right.
Behemoth at
All
Bottom
right.
Lounge for free. Sweet.
Cool
Sweet.
story. Cool story.
More news.
All right. Hatebreed, Devil Driver, Devil You Know, and some dates with Act of Defiance.
See, I'm tempted to go just because I really want to see Devil You Know. I really want to see Howard Jones.
You guys know Devil You Know?
It's
no, I didn't. Howard Jones is in that.
Howard
Yeah.
Jones' new band is called Devil You Know with old members of All Shall Perish.
And they have like
That's awesome.
Of all
Two
show
albums.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They have
they
like-
just released another
they have
one.
like one good
I
song.
have it. No, the new album is good. I really do
I'm
like the
gonna
new
have to
album.
check that out.
And they covered.
They have
Was it
drums.
Europe
yeah,
that
it
they
came
covered
out,
now
like,
with like
2 months ago.
who? What was the cover that they did? Because they released a music video, kind of like how Killswitch did "Holy Diver."
I only
You
saw
said it was a
their
Europe song?
single.
I think I'm not
No.
100% sure.
Mm.
But
Didn't
yeah,
do his
some
homework.
dates are with Act of Defiance, which is the two guys former of Megadeth.
Which two guys? What
really-
instrument?
The drums.
Nick Menza?
I think so.
Okay,
And I
sweet.
think Chris Poland or whatever.
Chris Poland, the original guitarist?
I believe.
What?
But it's those two plus one of the guys with Shadows Fall, and
Which guy from Shadows Fall? Come on.
I'll
Come on,
show you.
son. Chris Poland, didn't Chris Poland come back and do another Megadeth album?
I believe
Like
I,
one Megadeth album and it was like, whoa, they're reuniting with him?
I think it was United Abominations, but I wasn't sure.
Wait. Chris Poland wasn't the drummer from Megadeth that died of the heroin overdose, was it?
Okay,
No, I don't think so.
No.
Act of
was that
Defiance
guy's
is
name?
Chris Broderick,
That's who it is.
Henry
Wow.
Derrick, Sean Drover, and Matt Backend.
Yeah, Matt's from Shadows Fall.
Yeah, he was like the lead guitarist.
Yeah. But he's still.
What
in
were
Shadows
those other
Fall.
names? I didn't recognize
The
any
singer,
of those from
the
Megadeth.
singer, Sean Drover, and Chris Broderick.
Chris Broderick. Who's that?
He was in Megadeth recently,
Yeah.
last few years.
That's
Oh,
who it
I don't
was.
know. I don't know.
I
recent
know.
Megadeth.
I know it was
I don't know
Chris
anything
something.
after Cryptic Writings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shit.
Golden Age.
But
Yeah,
and then,
right?
Nick
and then
Menza.
the last dude was the former singer of Scar to Martyr, which was Joey Jordison's band.
That album was that band was disappointing also.
Yeah, but
Because they had Jed Simon in it.
yeah.
And it was like, whoa, Jed Simon, because he's in Strapping Young Lad, and it's like, these guys are going to be awesome. Then you check it out, and it's like, these guys play boring metal.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, these are just, they're crappy opinions from a dummy.
yeah, but it's Hatebreed, Devil Driver, and Devil You Know, and some dates with Act of Defiance. But they're coming through Chicago 514 at the Metro, but Act of Defiance is not on our bill.
Okay with that.
Wait, so Chris Poland's not even in that band?
No. It was my
Neither is
mistake.
Nick Menza.
It was my mistake.
Derek Daniel.
You son
I'm
of
sorry.
a bitch.
I don't really listen to him.
Okay.
But Ghost has announced another tour, the Black to the Future Part 2 tour.
Black to the Future. Perfect.
Yeah, they're kind of hitting the secondary markets. So 4/19, they're playing Bloomington at the Castle.
Bloomington's like a 2.5-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Are you going?
Tempted. I want to see Ghost.
Okay.
I like Ghost.
Kid likes Ghost.
Ghost.
I've heard they put on a great show.
I've seen pictures.
They're different.
Eh.
They're definitely not what I would. You know, when you they come out, they're like, "Whoa, this is gonna be a fucking crazy black metal band," and then they're like, "We don't play black metal," and it's like interesting.
Yeah. But that's it for tour news. But
You know what's so funny? His pace of how slow he reads his pages is how slow as I went when I did local roundup and I had like 5. I like how he kind of mimics
They don't know
me
what
to
you're
even
talking
know.
about.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
but
I'll explain later.
She'll
Abath,
explain them.
Abath,
Abath,
the new
the guy for the
former singer of Immortal, because they had a horrible kind of breakup at the end of last year.
Wait, he was immortal.
Yeah, pretty much. But now Immortal is continuing with Demonez and the other guy.
What?
Yeah,
How's that even still? That's
they won the name dispute in a Norwegian court. So Abath has his own
Is
band.
a Norwegian court like, all right, go in the back and fight with battle axes?
Dude, I got no idea. But he has a new album coming out, self-titled Abath. But the album it comes out in 2-3 weeks, but it's streaming over at Season of Mist SoundCloud page, and it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
I like it. Like, he released a single last year. They had a Judas Priest cover on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so his band consists of one of the dudes from Gorgoroth,
Okay.
King, actually, from Gorgoroth, Abath, and
Yes.
Keep turning sideways away from the microphone.
Oh
yeah.
Watch out for that. It's a doozy.
And the drummer of Benighted, he actually quit just recently. So
Benighted.
Benighted, yes. But I got some little miscellaneous news.
Okay. Hit me up with some miscellaneous news.
Food and Beverage Magazine has renamed the Jack and Coke after Lemmy Kilmister
Okay.
from Motorhead.
Awesome.
Rock and roll.
And if you want to make it at home, I don't understand how this is going to be good.
It's
but
Coca-Cola Classic
No.
and Jack Daniels. And you pour it in.
It's
But
not.
believe it or not, it actually has bitters, and it's shaken.
But it also has Coca-Cola Classic in it.
No, Coke and Jack Daniels. But
Have you ever
A normal-
have you ever take Coca-Cola Classic and shook it? You know what
it
happens to
becomes
it?
fizzy.
So why would you shake that?
I don't know, but why would you put bitters
So
in
like,
it?
and it,
Why
like,
would you put
blows up, and
bitters
you're
in a
like,
Jack
all
and
right,
Coke?
It's on the bar. Drink it up.
Yeah, but why would you put bitters in a Jack and Coke?
I don't know. Have you ever tried it?
No.
You should go order one today.
I'll have a Lemmy, please.
Give me a Lemmy. They're gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
Then you're like, you know what? Better yet, give me a Paul Walker. Has anyone ever done a Paul Walker?
No.
A Paul Walker is an Irish car bomb
Followed by
followed
Fireball.
by a shot of Fireball.
Oh, God.
I did one of those at this bar.
You did. Which
And
is
then,
Fitch's
like,
Spirit Keys in Elmhurst.
An hour and a half later, I was long arming a beer. I got beer everywhere, and I left this bar with no shirt on.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like
Mission
a good night.
accomplished.
yeah,
I really
Paul Walkers are a fucking party.
Good time.
I really don't like Fireball due to it has like an ingredient that's also an antifreeze.
All right, keep going.
Okay.
I didn't know that,
Randy Blythe from Lamb of God is working on 2 books.
Yes.
One's a photo book,
Yes.
and the other is like a sci-fi novel.
He really does amazing photography. I follow his Instagram.
A
Instagram that
sci-fi
shit,
novel.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the last miscellaneous news I got is former Slayer drummer Dave Lombardo. He actually quit his other band, Film.
Grip Inc.
No, Film.
He was in a band called Film.
It's like PHILM.
What an asshole.
It's like experimental, like hardcore.
Was it any good?
Never listened to it.
Okay.
But then I got some new albums that people are making.
What? Who?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Municipal Waste
Who?
is finally working on their follow-up to The Fatal Feast. That came out in 2012, which I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
'Cause it shall be good. And then Amon Amarth is working on a follow-up for Deceiver of the Gods. They came out in 2013. Although, currently, we still don't know who their drummer is. Because their drummer quit last year or 2 years ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What else you got for us, cool guy?
That's it with my news.
All right.
And
we got
now
a
onto
band,
music.
right?
Yeah, we got a little band.
Page number 2.
Page Dose.
What do you got?
This week I have chosen to play a band from the Czech Republic called Ahumado Granujo.
What?
I'll spell it out for you.
What? Say that one more time.
Ahumado Granujo.
Who told you that's how it's pronounced?
I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm
Who
not
told
sure.
you? Who told you this
Sounds
band?
right to me.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely right. But how do you figure that out?
It's just the way it's pronounced.
How do you find this band?
I found out about them before I was going to Maryland Death Fest in 2013. They were on the bill, and unfortunately, due to security that year, they weren't allowing a lot of people in. So I actually missed a few bands. The bands were only playing like maybe like 5-6 people in the festival at the time because they weren't allowed. Like I said, they weren't letting people in. I was in line in the same spot for an hour and a half before I finally moved and got into the venue.
Man.
Wait a second. So there were bands playing for 5 to 6 people?
Yeah, from
How
my
did-
knowledge.
How does that happen?
I don't know, but one of the bands, Speedwolf, got to play twice that year.
If I was a band, I'd be like, this is fucking bullshit. Let these people in.
Yeah, but
So what was happening? They were just grabbing a lot of dick or something? It took them forever to get...
I don't know. That year was horrible with the security.
What
in
year?
2013.
2013. Okay.
Because the following year they moved venues and everything's been smoother since. So
okay.
I've
So
been
what was the band? One more time. Pronounce that.
Ahumado Granujo. It's spelled AHUMADO space GRANUJO.
And what is the name of the song?
It's basically a mixture of gore grind and techno / electronic. And the song was a song called Trip Off the Chemical Holocaust album released in 2004 as their second and last album before they broke up actually in 2013. So
Listen, I can't wait. I got to hear them.
oh, trust me, it starts off, the intro's pretty cool. I like it.
All right, let's do it.
It's only 2 minutes. so
Okay. Fucking A.
Yes.
Let's
Here we
do
go.
it.
lay the shit down.
expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
And we're back.
What? That's a radio voice. You got it down, son.
We were listening to some smooth jazz of Ahumado Granujo with the song Trip Off.
And he didn't even read that off a piece of paper. He just knows it off the top of his head, folks.
Because it's a good song, man.
What was that song called, D?
Trip Off.
Trip Off.
Off the Chemical Holocaust album.
Of course it is.
It's a good song. The whole album's pretty cool. It's got a Cock and Ball Torture cover on it.
Oh,
it's
my
got a
goodness.
Christian.
That feels good to you? Is that?
Yeah, the song is called King Anus 3.
Derek.
What?
Wow.
It's
All
a
right.
good song.
Well, that's the beard, not the beard, the chin hair of knowledge.
Hi.
Hi. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, who's also running the board now. She's now just kind of taken over running the board.
I have.
We have 4 sound guys that do that, and none of them can ever show
Nobody
up.
shows up anymore.
So Morgan.
Morgan's
Here I
like,
am.
yeah, Morgan's like, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm like, all right, good, because I'm going to be getting ham-boat. So we are still here tonight, rocking out with Age of Aries.
At Fitness Beer Keys in Elmhurst, which you can come by every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. until a little bit after 10. Come join us.
For some smooth
I know it's super
jazz.
cold and it's keeping people away, but it's so much fun.
Fuck yeah. So what does the future hold for you guys? What do we got going on? What's going on right now? What were you guys doing earlier today?
Earlier today, nothing super band related. We all got lives to
We're
live,
just
you know?
working.
You know, yeah, work.
Unfortunately.
Cool. Yep.
Listening to metal, you know.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
But as for the band, we're just playing it by ear. We're hoping to get some new recordings going soon. I'm talking to Spencer, as I stated before. Just keeping our eyes open for opportunities.
So what are some memorable shows? You know what? I haven't done this in a while, but I always like asking bands. You guys have done a good amount of playing shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What was the most embarrassing moment live? Do you guys have one? Like,
I have one.
Oh.
But it's just for me. I don't know if it's that.
You tell yours then.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
we were actually just playing this show in DeKalb, this place called Autos, and there were, I don't know, a couple dozen people there.
I've heard of that place.
Yeah. I think it's out of business now, but
Okay.
anyway,
I've heard of it before.
we don't have wireless setups yet. So at the time there were cords everywhere, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, the bassist and I were kind of like up towards the front of the stage, and TJ was towards the back, and somehow our cords got all sorts of just tangled in each other. And so I was like, oh, I'll just, swiftly just sneak under this pile of cords because I needed to get under it. And I tried to do it, and I couldn't fit, and I got stuck, and I almost fell over on my face, and everyone was watching, and it was just like, and I didn't even fit, so I just had to stand back up and go over to my corner and in shame. So that's my story. I don't know, maybe it's not that good. But
No, it's
That was
all good.
Fantastic.
yeah.
Anything that embarrassing moments, or do you remember anything that like, oh, we were driving and then I don't know, anything?
Well, as far as embarrassing moments on stage, this is actually my first band being a vocalist in. Any previous band, I was just playing guitar. So I felt my vocals were decent enough to do it, but my onstage little banter was not quite up to par when we first started. So just tripping over my words and saying stupid shit on stage.
Knocking over monitors.
Yeah.
Frequently.
So a little clumsy, I used to be a little clumsy, so just stuff like that would happen pretty regularly the first few shows I became a vocalist.
All right. A little growing
Just a
pains.
learning experience, of course. It's all good. You'll get over it.
He has.
I know.
Oh, yeah. The knocking over monitors I could just play off as, I'll just fucking shit up.
Just brutal. This is normal. That is awesome. So right now, out of the songs that you've written upcoming, have you found your favorite song that you're excited to let the world hear that they haven't yet?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if we can say what it's called.
Both these guys got big smiles on their
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't know. It's cool because at least from a guitar perspective, I can see in the riffs just influences from a whole bunch of different bands and styles. I mean, obviously we play metal, and everyone assumes like all you listen to is metal, but we incorporate a whole bunch of styles from even as deep as like I would say like just jazz, and we rap and stuff together a lot. Obviously, we don't record
Snoop
that
actually
stuff.
rapped on stage at our last show.
I did.
What?
Yeah.
Can you freestyle right now?
I mean, I could, I suppose. I need a beat or something, but
Snoop.
That's not a beat. That's a chant.
Yeah,
So
that's a chant.
I'm trying to get a chant going.
You got a beatbox.
A one-man chant.
Come on, Derek. Do a beat.
I can't. No.
You can
Come on.
do the
Even if
chin
it's-
hair of knowledge.
Even if
beat.
it's just like a beat on the table.
There you go.
No, that's just me making stupid noises. All right, you
Got
don't have to
nothing?
do that. I don't
Give
want
me
to
a
put
beat, I'll do it. But
What? Can you look up a beat to put
Yeah, play a beat.
under this?
All right, while I do that, keep occupied. Let me see what I got.
Okay, so you guys said you have a lot of different influences going on. What influences you guys growing up? You said you don't listen to just metal.
Mm-hmm.
What influences you guys put into the band?
For me,
What are you
I
bringing
grew
to
up
the table?
on a lot of like classic rock kind of stuff. You know, the Beatles, Creedence Clearwater, Boston, a lot of that stuff. So that's a I can't really say. I'd say more in lyrical themes. I incorporate that kind of stuff, but just listen to a little bit of everything. A little bit of rap, a little bit of rock.
I
little
might
bit
have
of
found
country.
something.
A little bit of country.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say anything that really
Here we
resonates
go,
hard just
Snoop.
with an emotional feel is what we. All right.
Oh shit.
Oh, is it actually
Aw,
happening?
shit.
All right.
Wait a second.
All right. Do I just go?
Is this just playing this beat the whole time?
Yeah.
All right, turn it down a little
It
bit.
might be different.
Okay, it may change up.
Okay.
Ready?
No, it's all right.
Shit.
Snoop dropping in like Tony Hawk on a freestyle. I'm breaking bones cause I'm at the top of the dog pile. Them chickens under me thinking they got that trio style. Trying to keep up with a millisecond quarter mile. Nuh-uh, cause I got that supercharged flow. I drop it down into sixth and put the pedal to the flow. You try to challenge with knowledge, better get your ass back to college. When it comes to the verbal rowage, you battling a prodigy. Not a G but a real bad motherfucker looking around to go with the Midwest region. We easing away the top and we'll chop the competition like it's lumberjack season. Cause I take that Midwest chopper and stir shake it up with a West Coast groove. Simultaneously hold down the 6 like a second generation of smooth. That's it.
Oh my goodness! Whoa!
Wait a minute. What just happened?
Did that just happen?
Give that boy a mic.
Whoa! That was pretty good.
So is that something that you just got right now off the top of your head, or have you had that in your head for a while?
We some of us, mostly me and the drummer and a couple of our buddies from school, just kind of put on beats and freestyle from time to time. So
How many times did you watch 8 Mile to try to get that pace?
I don't think I've even seen it all the way through, to be honest with you.
Just the rap battles to get you going?
Yeah.
I just need the rap battles.
That was pretty fucking
That
awesome.
was actually fucking. If you had just cheers me with your Sans beer, just cheers. Dude, that was fucking sweet.
Thanks,
Have we
man.
ever had anyone freestyle here?
I think we've had a couple, but not that good.
Oh, thanks.
I'm in.
That was. This guy goes. We in the middle of that, we just looked at each other like, damn.
to be able to go like super fast, especially for
I can't even talk.
Yeah.
Let alone
for that period of time.
think of
just
stuff
like,
that fits together. It was right when you dropped that Tony Hawk though. I was like, boom, this kid's got
he
it.
rapped Tony Hawk and Lumberjack in the same rap.
That was good. I'm gonna re-listen the show just for that over and over. Like, just clip it out, and that was pretty sweet, dude.
Anybody else have any hidden talents in the band?
Don't ask me to do that.
Come on, we need another beat.
Oh no way.
I feel everyone in the band's really talented, to be honest with you. I mean, we play. Obviously, we only record our metal stuff, but we play a lot of different styles and really cool improvised jams and stuff. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I think everyone.
I
in
would
the
say
band
that's
is on
one
the
of
same
our best
level. Yeah.
features is the improv jams we do. I don't know. We love doing that every practice. That's how we warm up. Just do some improvised jams and stuff. And honestly, like some of them are better than our songs.
They're way better. We're not gonna lie to you. They're way better.
Have you guys ever thought about actually like releasing any of that stuff later on?
Not really. I mean, we've almost every show recently we've been trying to do at least a couple little jams, just because it's fun, you know, and it's a really cool feeling. I mean, no one's really in control. None of it's rehearsed. None of it's planned. We just kind of look at each other, and it almost like it just flows through us. We're not even really thinking about it.
Wait a second. So in your live set, you're like, all right, the fourth song we're gonna play is we're just gonna jam for a bit.
Yeah, usually TJ will just be like, yeah, all right, a couple times he's like, hey, you guys want to hear a brand new song, and we're gonna write it right now for you guys, and people
What?
go, okay. And then we'll just jam. Yeah,
That's pretty
it's
sweet.
a
With
magic
vocals
thing,
and
man.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
freestyling.
What?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Every show it's something different.
Yeah,
'cause
Every time, yeah.
That's pretty
And
fucking.
how long do you guys usually go for? How do you
Couple
know when it's
minutes.
over?
Yeah, 3
Honestly,
minutes.
most people just kind of think that it was a song. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't.
And you're like,
Don't
listen,
really get
yeah.
that it was improv.
we
improv.
just wrote that.
yeah,
like,
exactly, and no one appreciates it.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's fucking sweet.
I like that
It's
idea. It's
chemistry
very,
right there.
very original. So you said originally too that you weren't always a vocalist. So what got you into being a vocalist in Age of Aries, and what background did you have doing vocals before?
Well, in previous bands I'd been in, I'd always kind of like played around with vocals, but for the longest time I was never very good at it. But I just kind of kept playing around with it and kept practicing, and eventually I got to a point where I was pretty decent. And AJ, the guy who kind of brought us all together in the first place, he left after maybe 6 to 8 months, and he was the vocalist. So we kind of tried a few different lineups, and nothing was really working out. So then I stepped up off guitar and went into vocals.
So then you're not doing any guitar or anything.
No more guitar.
Do you help write any of the guitar, or just?
Well, with any instrument, everyone has a little bit input. You know, they say, I like that riff, I don't like that riff, I like that drum beat, that line in the lyrics. We all kind of just have a good democracy going. But right now I don't play any guitar. I actually suck now because I haven't played it for years. So.
Well, that's pretty sweet. Well, you know what? Let's play a song that
The third track.
is written, not improvised, off the Relic EP. Age of Aries. What's the third track off the CD you guys want to play tonight?
Crucible, yeah.
Crucible.
Starts off with some sick drums.
What? Let's do it.
is not rock and roll.
Goddamn right. This is the Metal Experience, and now back to Morgan and Luco.
Uno.
Woo! And we are back. We just heard Crucible by Age of Aries off the Relic EP. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, also rocking the soundboard. And, damn it, I want to say it so bad. Dirty D. The chin hair and knowledge over here. And we're still hanging out with Age of Aries, and we just heard another track. What was Crucible about? Hit me up with it. Fuck me up with some truth now.
I feel like I mean, the word crucible itself is like a trial, so you kind of, life is never, I don't know where I was
like
going
a
with
box
that.
of chocolate.
Yes.
You
It's
never
not
know what
that.
you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know? But
This song is about chocolates.
It is kind of, it's a trial. It's kind of like the trial between good and evil, like the angel and devil on your shoulders kind of thing, and finding the balance in between.
Some deep
little
shit.
deep, yeah.
A little deep. Where can everyone find everything that is Age of Aries?
Well, if you go to our Facebook, that has links to pretty much everything we have, but it's facebook.com/Age of Aries. We have Reaver Nation, YouTube. So YouTube's Age of Aries band, but everything else is just Age of Aries.
And Aries is A-R-E-S.
Yeah. It's a common mistake.
Perfect. You get
Now, right now, when you don't have anything booked for shows, how can people, what's the best way to reach you for an email to ask you if you want to play a show?
Well, if you message us on Facebook,
We'll get right back to you.
Yeah, we'll get right back to you.
We're usually pretty active on there. Lately, we've been focusing primarily on writing. I mean, when the creativity's flowing, we tend to just kind of focus on that because that's what we love the most. But we try to keep, we post it every once in a while, like new song ideas and stuff we'll put up there after practice or crazy stuff that happened. Our drummer just broke his pedals again.
Teflon,
Somehow, yeah.
Teflon strap. He
Yeah.
just
Bulletproof
powered right through it.
Kevlar, yet he somehow can break it with his double bass. So
whoa,
He hits hard.
The drum skin?
No,
No,
it's a part of his
for the
pedal.
pedal.
There's a little, there's a Kevlar ribbon, I guess it would be.
Yeah, like sometimes it's a chain, sometimes it's a strap.
Yeah.
Connects the
And he's
pedal
broken
board
through them both. So.
To the,
He broke through a Kevlar and a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
What? How?
He
what
hits
type-
hard. The kid hits hard.
What
Yeah.
type of pedals?
They're Iron Cobras.
The kid hits hard.
Those are like pretty expensive pedals too.
Yeah.
Wait, what type of pedals?
Iron Cobras.
Iron Cobras? All right.
Yeah.
I just like that. That's the phrase of the night. The kid hits hard,
Yeah.
son. He hits hard.
I feel like we all bring different things to the band, but the heaviness, I would say, is pretty dependent on the drums.
Ever
It's
break
in
a
that
guitar?
kick.
Huh?
Ever break a guitar?
I know. A few strings. But
Yeah. I played
Not
a
a
chord and
guitar?
the whole guitar blew up.
Ever
the
break a
kid
bike?
hits hard, son.
Yes.
Well, your drummer's gear, what do you guys use as your instrument?
We're a little
Pass.
little broke.
Pass.
Pass.
College students.
What does that mean?
Or we don't have any money.
Yeah. We
Scraping
all
by.
share gear with each other in the band. I don't know how deep we want to go down that road, but we have a Bugera half stack at the moment.
No, we don't. We have a line 6 half.
We have a
stack.
line
No,
6
we
half
don't. We
stack.
had to. We had to sell that.
We did sell the Bugera. Yeah.
We got an Ampeg bass setup. It's pretty nice.
It's all right.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not too picky about the gear we use right now because we're poor and we just, I don't know.
As long as it works.
The
it's
music's,
They're not
when the music's there, it
They're
is,
not
so.
materialistic.
How
all
did
right?
how did that work when you traveled to Europe? Did you have to bring all that with you, or was it already there?
Yeah. How
Okay, so
did
we
you?
had, we had
with amps?
we had, so most of the stuff there was rented in terms of amps and all that stuff. So all we were supposed to bring was our guitars and the drum pedals. Everything else was supposed to be provided, and the airline lost all of our stuff.
What?
So
Yeah.
we,
You ever get it back?
I eventually, not till after the tour. Like it was right before our American tour that we got it back, luckily. So I had to borrow a guitar from the one of the guitarists of Blood Soaked, and Tim had to use pedals from, I don't know, I think he borrowed some guys from our buddies in Short Fuse, and so we had to borrow equipment, and we still rocked. I mean, you just you got to go with it.
Yeah.
So then, when you tour, okay, let me get. So you were touring Europe, and they're like, "We'll cover the amps, the chords, the drums.
Yep.
Just What do you mean when you rented them? Did you have to pay?
Yeah, the bands all kind of threw down money, and it all paid for renting all the amps and everything.
Was that something that you like brought with you from show to show? Was it the same?
Yeah,
or was like
we
the
threw it all in
venues
the back of the. We
stuff?
all were in this big tour bus. We all slept upstairs in these little coffin-like bed chambers, which are pretty cool.
Was it all
Did you
the
get
bands?
claustrophobic?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, there was 5 bands.
I thought it was kind of nice. You got a little curtain of privacy. I was like 2 feet from TJ.
I've seen documentaries. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
not
pretty
as
crazy.
I don't know. I thought it was kind
It's
of
awesome.
cool. It
though.
got
It's
hot,
like it's
but-
tour. It's tour life.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
You know?
Now, when you guys were in the States touring, did you guys have a van or did you guys
Minivan.
Oh,
We were all
God.
in a minivan.
So
That's
it
a
was
mess,
a
too.
giant
So-
difference from.
Well, see, there was supposed to be a rented cargo van with a trailer for the gear, and we were all supposed to be in that all together. Turns out, the guy who booked the tour didn't get a trailer and got too small of a van, so we ended up having to take our minivan across the entire United States. So
with the check engine light on, it was misfiring. I think the entire time.
pretty much
my
getting
goodness.
through the Colorado mountains
Yeah.
was pretty sketchy.
So luckily,
Yeah.
Trust me,
it
I've-
did not break down, right?
It did.
Once.
No, it did.
Once.
Yeah.
Once?
We didn't even take
Yeah.
it to a shop though. It
Yeah,
made it.
Yeah, we got it back.
Wait, so
somehow,
it broke
but-
down? You're just like,
We just kind of
Let it
rigged it up.
Yeah.
let it hang out for a while.
Yeah,
We'll
go
drive
eat
on it again.
lunch. Yeah.
And it just worked again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like needed to
went.
cool down.
It made it. It
Yeah.
made it the trip.
Was that while you were going through the Colorado?
Yeah.
I think
not
we
while
were
it
in
broke down.
Denver. I think. Yeah.
Either Denver or Seattle.
Yeah.
No, it was Denver.
Yeah.
It was Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've driven that once.
Yeah. It's a nice drive.
It's a nice
You
drive.
have a nice vehicle.
What time of the day was it?
I think when it broke down, it was midday.
Yeah.
But we had to drive usually through the
Lucky.
night between places, so it was kind of
A
rough.
fucking quick story. Quick side note. Me and my buddies, when we turned 18 and 19-ish, we drove to drive my other buddy back home to California, who his whole family moved out to California. And it was 5 of us in a Honda Civic. I couldn't tell you the year. And Honda Accord.
Okay.
It was a little bit bigger than the Civic.
Yep.
5 of us in there. And everyone took turns driving, and my turn to drive was through the fucking mountains in the middle of the night in a fucking rainstorm with fog. It was fucked. I'm driving through the mountains. Everyone's like, "You're a terrible driver." I'm like, "You're fucking driving this shit. Why do I gotta drive?" And then it was like, when we fucking pulled over, we were in Denver, and oh my god, fucking terrible, fuck Denver. That's all I have to say.
Right.
Sorry. If you've ever driven through it, it's like, fuck you, Denver, you piece of
I
shit.
think,
I bet
we
it's
had
a wonderful place,
snowstorm,
though.
right? In the
Yeah.
mountains. It wasn't like
It
anything
wasn't
crazy.
too bad, no.
but-
I actually, to be honest with you, my favorite part of driving probably was at night in Denver, simply because the
What?
stars were just beautiful.
And their highway system is fucked too, because it was like, get off here, but it's not over here. So I don't know. That,
Yeah,
I don't know.
we
That
had a
driving
few
in
wrong
Denver, if it
turns.
was in daylight, it was private.
Yeah.
Listen, I was also 18, and I was like, driving in Denver, and fucking. All right, that was my side story. Sorry.
That's okay.
Let's do.
Hey, look what I found.
Okay, I was.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, this week we have Asgard, AZGARD from Ternopil, Ukraine. Fuck yes. We got 2 for you tonight. First song, Evil is Coming. The second song is Your God is Silent. Both off their At the Break of the Day album. Let's do it.
Jest
Is Justin the vocalist?
Hey, I'm Corey. I also play guitar.
We are survivalists.
You're on the Metal Experience.
All right. We just heard Asgard from Chernobyl, Ukraine. The band is spelled Azgard. With the songs, we play a twofer. Evil is Coming and Your God is Silent. Both off there at the Break of the Day album. Woo! I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, also rocking the soundboard. We got the chin hair of the knowledge, Dirty D. And we're also hanging out here with Age of Aries, and I am parched. Thank you. And, whew, we got a couple more tracks we're going to be playing for them also, but, Morgan, take it away while I fill up my beverage.
Absolutely. So, still working on the local roundup to figure out how is the best way to go about that this year. A lot of unsigned bands we cover from around the world and around even the U.S., so it's not really local per se. So I'm just going to go through and just do some unsigned news, I guess, and kind of figure out what to call it.
Figure your shit out.
Maybe, yeah.
That's what we should call it. We should call it Figure Shit Out.
It's Morgan's figuring shit out.
Figuring shit out. I don't know. We'll
Fingering shit out.
What?
What?
That's not appropriate.
Sicko. You're a sicko.
I nothing to do with that. Okay, so our friends in Abiotic, they're going on tour
Abiotic.
soon. They said it's pronounced either way. In Europe, coming up here.
They're going on tour in Europe too?
They are.
Cool.
And actually, our friend John just posted not too long ago in the past week guitar playthrough of Violent Scriptures off their newest release. So if you want to check that out on YouTube, it is up there. I can't believe it's already been a year since their CD came out.
Too bad you guys couldn't do carry-on for all your stuff when you went to Europe.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah,
Problem
right?
solved.
Last week...
Wait, it's been a year since that new CD came out?
It got released in February, so yeah, it's almost.
So
been
it hasn't been a
complete
year. You fucking liar.
It's almost been a year. When Night Falls played their last show with
Frost
this past weekend, which was sad to see.
She's moving on,
very
though.
Talented. Yeah, she's got this new project going on with.
What are they called?
With these other
what are they
chicks.
Called? Whoa, she's got a multiple babe band.
She does. I'm trying to.
Hell yeah, son.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up.
You don't know? Wait, you just announced this? You don't even know what you're announcing?
Well, I can't log into
She sent me a request to like it. I
pages.
just haven't liked it yet because I've been doing
I can't log into 2 pages at once
life.
right now to see. Because I'm on.
I guess that's an announcement for next week.
So I'll find it out because I'm trying to get them to come on the show. But it's like a pop punk rock mixed band.
Okay.
So it'll be a little bit different, but it's pretty awesome. The next.
Have you heard it?
Weeks, no, it's just an awesome concept. They don't have any music recorded really right now.
Calling her out. I'm calling her out, guys.
Coming up, we've got a few shows that we are going to. So support our friends in Pterodactyl King. We opened up with one of the songs on the show today. They are playing at the Wire in Berwyn next Wednesday, which is the 20th. Rise Records bands like Monroe and Exotype are playing, and they are selling tickets for $12. And then DeVille is another band that's playing from around the area. And there's one other local band that's on that show. So
and if you ever see us at shows, the Metal Experience crew, just come out and say hi. Derek is... Oh, my
all
God,
over
those
the
eyes.
place.
Whoa.
Yeah, Derek's bio is coming soon on the website. We need him to type one up.
Yeah, if you ever see us, come up and say hi. Yeah.
No one will know me.
If you ever see us, come up and say hi. And we got free stuff we'll hook you up with.
Yeah, so... That show
and a high five.
Thursday,
I give high fives all the time, all day,
and hugs,
Thursday,
depending on how many
21st.
beverages I've had. Hugs. Hey, I just met you. I like you. Hug. You're like, this guy's fucking weird. Medals. Metal. I give out medal
hugs.
Hugs people together.
You're crazy. The 21st, we are going to be at Route 20 up in Wisconsin. We are supporting our friends in the Bloodline. We're going to do an interview with them, hang out with them, and watch them open up for Trivium. And
Cool,
then
cool.
the 23rd, we are going to be at the Beat Kitchen, Legions of Rom CD release show, and they're playing with Faces of the Bog and Hot Dang.
We've had
And
all those bands
we
on the
have,
show.
and Legions of Rom is actually going to be on our show next week. So check us out. Come out to Fitz's Beer Keys in Elmhurst and hang out with us.
They got a new CD coming out.
They do, and it gets released on the 23rd. That's why we are going to their CD release show.
What?
Beat Kitchen in Chicago. And it's also going to be the calendar release where they're going to be giving away the calendars for those who buy them for the
At the
Chicago
Beat
Metal
Kitchen?
Alliance. Yeah.
Okay.
There will be a calendar signing. So there's a calendar signing this Friday at the exit, which is the first one. And then the next one is going to be at the Beat Kitchen for the Legions of Rom CD release show.
All
So
right.
I will only be at the one on the 23rd. I will unfortunately not be able to make it on the 15th. So for those that want my autograph, you can catch me on Saturday.
Wait, that's at the Legion of Rom show?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say, wait,
Yes.
I got to go out with you to sign autographs or something?
I'm signing autographs. You're a bystander. Our friends in Pangea from Wisconsin, scattered around the Wisconsin area, are looking for a drummer. If you are interested in auditioning, you can download the drum files from the link on their Facebook page and make a video of yourself playing the song. You can send it to their Facebook or email them at PangeaWI, stands for Wisconsin, at Gmail. So check them out. They're awesome guys, and they definitely are in need of an awesome drummer that can keep up with them. So I know that there's a lot of drummers out there that are hiding, so check them out. Also, our friends in Atlanta's Bernie's still looking for a lead screamer and vocalist. They're doing
lead
tryouts
screamer.
right now, so definitely check them out. Atlanta's Burning Shy, CHI at gmail.com. If you're interested, serious inquiries only, because they are very big into playing shows often and want to tour.
What would a non-serious inquiry
Somebody
be
that
like?
just doesn't want to play shows or
Hey,
put
listen,
effort
I just
into
want
being in a
to.
band,
I
right?
just want to be in a band, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Like who would hit you up if they're not interested?
I don't
Doesn't make a
know.
lot of sense.
Just like we announced at the beginning of the show, Desona has a new album coming out January 15th. You can check that out. It's going to be going up on their Bandcamp and Facebook with all the links as to where you can find it. And also check out Alliance Printing. They are the official printer of everything the Metal Experience has. Stickers, flyers. I know he does banners. Our awesome sign that we had on our table when we give out free stuff for people that sits up there. So definitely check them out if you're looking for very high quality stuff at low prices that will not break your bank and, you know, make you broke, because he understands that you're trying to
And you know,
get
with
out there.
with doing the printing and everything, we're in the same boat as these local bands. We've looked around just like the local bands, looking for pricing on stickers, pricing on flyers, pricing on everything, and it's like Bob the printer. He gives us an awesome quality, and tell him that the Metal Experience sent you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the pricing is, I mean, shit, it's the best we've.
It's really awesome. He really works with you in your prices, so
Yeah,
definitely let
it's-
him know that we sent you over, and he'll work.
You know,
with
we
you.
found some crazy price. You find some crazy pricing out there when you're looking for stickers and whatever have you. I'm actually in a band also, and I was like, hey, Bob, I don't want to deal with anything. I told these guys, we're going straight to you. Here's the logo. Can you print up these stickers? He was like, yeah, no problem.
Yep.
And I was like, Morgan, pick them shits up, son. Front that money, too, because I got to get it from them. So, but yeah, no, very reasonable and awesome. Just, you know.
Good guy to work with.
Good guy to work with. And listen, you know, if you don't want to go with him, do your own thing. But you know, we've met a lot of people in the scene and everything. You're the probably like 200th band that's been on, and we've heard recommendations from everything, and we've tried everything out, and you know, shit, man, been there, done that. You know, trying everything. And Bob the printer, hit him up. We have a link from our
everything
Facebook
is
page.
up on our affiliates section as to people that
Not
will
our
definitely
Facebook page, yeah. The
help you up on
metalexperience.com.
the website, yeah. And then you can also check out all of the reviews from the Crypt on the website, which is our CDs reviews that anybody that wants to submit music that's unsigned, definitely hit us up, the Metal Experience at yahoo.com. MP3 files, you can send them over, and we'll let you know when we can play your music, but you can also send over physical CDs. We've got Josh and Deanne.
Featured as Luco Super
Yeah.
Sexy Shower Pick of the Day.
Yeah,
Woo!
Josh and Deanne are writing up reviews to post up there. So right now they're working on Impale. Then they'll be working on No Conviction once they go to the CD release show
No
for that.
Conviction show is coming up. I'll be playing that.
With Impale and God Dementia.
God Dementia's first show.
February 26th at Livewire.
It's like a super group.
So a couple more things. All Famous is headlining a show this coming weekend at Bottom Lounge on Saturday with Speaking with Ghosts and Sky Machine and Known by Numbers. So you can hit up All Famous if you are interested in buying tickets for that. They need help with that. And then I also had an announcement from... Give me a second.
One.
Just gotta load.
Do it. Come on, hit me up one more time. What you got?
I'm sorry, my email has to load. I've
Come
got
on.
to go to another page.
What you got? What you got, son? What you
So
got?
Inner Decay is going to be playing an upcoming event here on January 22nd.
Yes.
They are playing with Warbringer and Cauldron, and then Ex Mortis and Enforcer. And this is going to be at Bada Brew. Tickets are still available. So if you're interested in going to that show, you can hit them up for tickets they've got for pre-sale. And last but not least, we tried doing this at the end of last year, but I think everything got so chaotic with the holidays and everything, is we were looking to do a contest where we are looking for bands to put together sweepers for us to do in the middle of our show in between the breakups of the songs to come back in that start introducing your band, playing music underneath or whatever. And the Metal Experience at yahoo.com as well. You can submit it in MP3 4. We were giving out the prize of being able to record one song for free with our friend David, who's also in a Dying Ultimatum, but he's managing and doing mixing and mastering for his label Exclusive Records, and he was going to hook anybody up, the winner of our contest, with a free mixing, mastering, recording session for one of their songs that anybody that wins would get to record with him up in I want to say it's Lake Villa.
I don't remember. I can't remember.
But it's up
I'm
by
drunk.
like Waukegan area. But if you're interested in this, we are going to throw this contest until the first Tuesday in March. So it's going to be going on for a couple months. You can get submissions in and see if anybody is interested in this contest. So until March 1st, you have to submit your MP3 files, metalexperience@yahoo.com. Introduce your band, who you are, where you're from, and then say you're listening to the Metal Experience, and we'll put it in the show, and the best one that we think is the most creative or the most funny or something that really stands out. If you've got like a 30-second little blurb you want to put together, metalexperience@yahoo.com, you can win a mixing and mastering session with David of Exclusive Records and a Dying Ultimatum. He will mix a track for you for free, which he actually had offered by himself, which was pretty awesome. So
Boom.
we decided to give it another go and see what would happen if we put it out there again, since nothing seemed to bite at the end of the year, since it was all crazy. So here you go,
All crazy.
contest time. Woo! Get excited.
But right now, we have another Age of Aries song.
We do. We have the next track, and that is going to be Gutted.
It's pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate. All right. I'm down. Let's do it.
Ritualistic intoxication of the senses for sensation, hedonistic manipulation, visions coming to fruition. Tell you can tell me all that melody.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Woo! We just heard "Got It" from Age of Fairies. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, also rocking the soundboard tonight. Over here with the chin hair of knowledge. What up, son?
Nothing.
And we just heard another Age of Fairies track. Like I said, the song "Gutted."
This was Brutals, guys.
It was super Brutals.
Thank you very much.
What was that song about, other than being gutted, or was it just about
I'll tell
being
you the
gutted?
truth about the lyrics of that song. The drummer and I actually wrote that song forever ago, before the band was even fully a thing, or at least a rough version of it. We always just said it was like the most brutal thing ever. Like, let's call it Gutted. And then we're like, TJ, you just got to write some lyrics. The song's called Gutted. He's like, okay. So it just kind of all fell together after that. So.
And he was able to put that in the lyrics also.
Oh, yeah.
That one's
He's a crafty character.
Uses crafty gypsy.
all right, Constantine.
Yeah, right. A little inside joke, right? I get it, though. I get it. As I take a quick sip and Morgan doesn't follow up. Thanks, Morgan.
No, I was
So,
waiting for you.
Other than being gutted, is that other than, or just a fucking brutal being gutted song?
Yeah, that one's more of our just brutality, just raw brutality out of that one.
That's like suits.
Yes.
You got a huge fan over. Derek's just fucking
I was rocking out.
stroking
really
the
liked
chin
it.
hair of knowledge.
So now,
like,
now
I
that
really
he's
liked it.
heard you, Derek likes to
Yeah, what are we now?
class
Oh,
class,
what
put
would
you
you
in
say?
a genre.
Maybe you got to hear the whole EP
Yeah.
first. Though.
this is the other thing we started doing is Derek just is a genre monster,
Stop it.
genre whore. Some would
I feel
say.
dirty now.
Yeah.
Better.
I like to after Derek has heard a lot of the songs from the band that has come on. What genre would you say they were? Give me. Come on, hook it up, son.
Well, I can definitely see like a little more death metal kind of thing. Besides, I know you guys said you were groove to begin with. I could still hear it, but I'm still hearing like more like death metal kind of stuff. So it's my take is that I kind of feel it's you guys got the death metal element, the groove, and then some thrash elements in there as well.
Yeah, I like to think of us kind of as, I don't know if groovecore is an actual genre, but I
Groove?
feel like
It
we
is
like
now.
to
It can
kinda-
be if you
is
want
now.
it to be.
I like kind of the think of it as like the modern technical thrashiness of like the deathcore bands, like the catchy, hard hitting awesomeness, but then still as groovy as like Pantera, Lamb of God. Those are probably some of our biggest influences.
I could definitely hear some of the Lamb of God kind of influences
Yeah.
on like the track we were listening to before Gutted. Even
Crucible.
Yeah, Crucible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
We like to hear that.
All right.
That's sweet. I love that you can. What was the new genre we just came?
Groovecore.
Groovecore. Oh,
All right, I will add that to
Groovecore.
my repertoire.
You guys are very groovecore. Like, all right,
I
fuck-
just got schooled today, so
fucking right. Groovecore. That's
Be
a
the
new
first
one.
one.
Updating that on the Metal Experience website? No.
Yes.
Hashtag that. I don't know what that. I'm not quite fully under the. I don't know what that means. Hashtag it though.
It's okay.
I don't.
let's start a new
We don't know
trend.
either.
Yeah, let's start a new trend.
Groovecore.
Groovecore. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what hashtag
no, I know.
means.
Hashtag is just a pound sign.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Tic tac toe.
You just don't know.
Pound it.
So really quickly, I forgot to announce in my little segment thing.
Oh, come on!
As we're wrapping this up.
What the fuck?
It's Luco who played a show this weekend.
What?
Is that true?
What the fuck?
What's a show?
Yeah, how about you talk about that? Where was it? How'd you do?
We play at Penny Road Pub. I don't know. I'm in a band. We're called The Forms They Take. Check us out. We're on Facebook, Instagram. Listen, I'm
that
really not
shit.
good at promoting. Like, Morgan does the Metal Experience show, all the promoting. I'm just the dick and fart guy. And it's like, hey, that needs to be picked up and moved over there. I'm like, you got it, boss. And with the band, I'm just like, hey, I'll write the lyrics to these songs, and then you guys just tell me where I need to go. Like, I'm not good at promoting myself. So, like, the other band members are the promoter type people. I'm just not good at that stuff. My brain's all over the place.
So thank you to Midwest
So
Music
thank you
Support.
for Tony at Midwest Music
Tony.
Support.
Yes.
We played at Penny Road Pub.
With Air Raid and
with Air Raid
Insurgents
and
Inc.
Insurgents Inc. It was a killer show. I thought. I mean,
There's awesome pictures
Yeah, I
I
don't
took
know.
with my new camera that you can see on our Facebook. Woo!
Morgan, you tell this stuff. I'm not good
I
at.
just did.
Okay.
So new pictures are up on the Facebook I took with my camera. So that means I'll be taking awesome pictures at shows now. I edit it and everything.
And not just for my
No,
band,
everybody.
for all bands,
Yeah.
which is really sweet. Because
With
she
our
took
little
some
logo
sweet
on
pictures.
the bottom because I own them.
She owns them, biatch. But no,
It feels
use
good
them.
to have a good pro camera now.
She put the Metal Experience logo on
I
them.
learned Photoshop this weekend. It
but
was a success.
use them.
Nice.
Yeah.
She wants,
I
to
want
do it
you
just to
use
kind of
them.
spread the word of the Metal Experience, just trying to promote the scene. But seriously, all bands, if she takes pictures of you guys, use them, spread them. We're not going to post up there like
Put them
crap.
around like an STD.
Listen, that's a bad reference. That was a little weird.
But it spreads fast.
You said spread it around.
should get that
disease.
check.
Disease.
You should
Spreading
definitely
the
get that check.
disease.
Like Anthrax. I got that. I got that reference.
Yeah, because they're my favorite thrash band, and I can't wait to see them. January 30th, my brother and I are going to be at Lamb of God with Anthrax and a couple of my friends. Party.
So will we, probably.
Yeah?
Nice.
Woo!
You guys got to
I'm
see
going
some
with
Power
Age of
Trip.
Aries, too.
Power Trip.
All
So
right.
cannot wait. So we got one more track here tonight from Age of Aries. Very excited to hear this last track. And next week we are going to be back with Legions of Rom. They're
Ooh.
going to be playing
For their
new
third time, right?
album. Third time, which means they get the VIP.
Oh, they get the VIP treatment. Third time's a charm with the
Third
Metal
time's the
Experience.
charm.
You get a VIP
I
treatment.
got some work to do.
Morgan gives HJs. I'm just joking. She gives
What?
BJs. I'm sorry, ZJs.
No.
It gets crazy here at the
None
Metal
of those
Experience.
happen.
None of those happen. I don't know. She
That's
just gives
weird.
MJs.
What's a Z?
There's
Michael
only like
Jordans.
2 married dudes in that band.
You can if you don't know
Anyway,
what it is, you
yes,
probably
Legions
can.
I
of Rom.
really do not want to know.
Next week, same
He's
time.
like, what the fuck? That's my sister. Sorry,
Same place.
dude.
Always come out to Fits' Spare Keys Tuesday nights. Come out, hang out with us. Get to meet the bands that come on every week. It's free to hang out.
And you
8
get to
p.m.
meet
is when we're here. You can meet Chin Hair of Knowledge. Ask him anything. He'll tell
You
you.
can give him a hug and get
anything you
spiked in
want.
the face with his leather spiky jacket.
Yeah.
That's a nice
And
jacket.
we
Thank you,
hang
sir.
out till a little bit after 10:30. It's just chill. You can have some drinks, some awesome food. We want to thank
Some
Fits' Spare
awesome
Keys
food.
for allowing us
That
to
food was
broadcast here
awesome.
every week. We have a great time in the Forge for picking us up and playing our show Wednesday nights
Finish
at
that guy off.
6 p.m. Central Time. It's a great experience to be able to work with
It's
other
a metal
people.
experience.
It is trying to promote the same music and the bands to help them out. So we are very grateful. And 2016 is going to be awesome for us
Brutals.
already. We've got 4 months fully booked and a lot of great bands coming on. So thank you guys for driving out so far. We really do appreciate
Our
it. And we
pleasure.
finally
Love
got to
being
meet
here.
you. Look at this.
Woohoo!
2 years in the works, and here we are.
So, Age of Aries, where can everyone find everything that is Age of Aries? Upcoming shows, upcoming music, upcoming everything. Where can everyone find you guys?
Either Facebook.com/Age of Aries or ReverbNation/Age of Aries.
How is Aries spelled?
ARES.
Boom.
No I.
No I. Well, we got one more track off of the Relic EP. Before we go to that, I just want to also give a shout out to Asgard from Chernobyl, Ukraine, AZGARD. They were the Hey Look What I Found Band of the Week. Check them out. Also check out Age of Aries, their EP, Relic. What's the last song we're going to play off that tonight?
Aristicide.
Aristicide. What?
yeah.
How did you come up
Get it
with
in
that,
ya.
son? How did you come up with that?
I'd say Aristicide is kind of about a hypothetical reorganization of the power structure.
Murder the aristocracy.
Yes.
Shit's deep. One more time. What's the name of the track?
Aristicide.
Let's do it. Age of Aries. Good night. We
Good
will.
night.
We will. You'll next week.
Something.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's happening. Good night.
system. Now come and claim your demons.